world are real. One man unlocking the secrets of a land time forgot. See the true adventures of Stan Brock's Expedition Danger.
12 p.m. today on Channel 5.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love.
The world is full of kids who need a grown-up for a friend. Become a big brother or big sister, because little people need big people. Like you.
Sure do.
The stars are shining on Star Search 85 with host Ed McMahon. It's TV's richest talent hunt, Star Search 85.
8 p.m. Sunday on Channel 5.
From New York, live, it's Saturday morning. And here's the host of our show, Lee Leonard.
Oh, what, who, when, where? Thank you very much. And good morning, a good Saturday morning. Thank you to the ever-beautiful Ed Ladd for that lovely introduction. This is my regular annual visit to Saturday morning. I made a deal with someone unmentionable that I have to appear on Channel 5 at least once a year or all my hair falls out. So here I am again. Last year when I was here, I made mention of the fact that Bill Mazer is my father. And Bill got a little upset with all the feedback about that. Naturally, I was kidding. As any fool could see, Bill is my mother. I'm here today filling in for Bill Boggs, who was off and out of town for a week or two, and it's a pleasure to be back here at my old home stand. I've done a lot of shows in this studio, and it's always good to be back here, especially to see the studio crew who are getting old and decrepit, but are still here. A big applause for them. They're a bunch of great guys. Most of them have been here, gee whiz, since I first started working at Channel 5 back around 1970, which is more years ago than I care to remember anymore. So now, let us bring out all of our old Saturday morning friends who have been here with this show all along. Say hello to everybody. Hello, Ruth. How are you? Ruth, it's good to see you. Thank you very much.
I would just like to say that we have been here, but we are not getting old and decrepit like the crew.
Of course not. Of course not. Ruthie, what are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about knitting, and the sweater I'm wearing is a little treat for you to see of what's going to be coming up next.
Oh, that's
it's
really
a tapestry
pretty.
sweater, gorgeous yarns, gorgeous knitting, and as Anne-Marie would say, you're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it. Okay, step over there. And here's one. Good to see you, Mr. Mother Earth. How are you this morning, Joel?
A little panicked, isn't it?
Yeah, a little panicked and a little dirty.
Yes, well, what I am trying to do is prepare today's segment, which is plant makeovers, and I have about 10 minutes to take 5 or 6 of the shabbiest plants on the planet Earth and turn them into something you can look at. So if you'll excuse me.
Better be getting about it, as they say. And Cindy
Hi,
Pickley.
Good
Cindy, good to see you.
Good to see you.
You've lost something since last I saw you.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Huh? About 35 pounds.
You were all swollen up last year about this time.
Yes, he's going to be on the show today,
Yes.
as a matter of fact.
Cindy, of course, as I'm sure people who watch the show know, had a little boy.
Yes, that's
Giorgio.
right, Giorgio. We've got a special show for you today, and for you. It's up-and-coming new designers. We've got 6 fashions, 6 designers on the show today, and they're going to show us their fashions. It's going to be wonderful, really fun, something different.
Fashions of the future.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to that. Ah, here's Mike Gallagher, the Fix-It Man. Mike, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
What will we be fixing today, Michael?
Oh, we're going to fix telephones. And
well, you're going to do a hell of a lot better than anybody else, because since they broke up Ma Bell, my phone doesn't work.
Well, we got 2 people in the Fix-It shop, and they brought in some old phones, and we're going to get them working.
Terrific.
And you're going to love it.
Of course. Step over here. Here's my old friend Anne-Marie. You stay, I'll go. Hi, Anne-Marie. Good to see you again. I'm terrific.
Great to see you. I'm going to baby you today.
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that sweet? Okay. What are you going to do?
We're going to do baby food today and talk about it because I think it's the right time to do it.
You're making your own baby food?
Yes. Yes, absolutely, because it's so easy to do and people panic, and we're going to show them that it's really very simple.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to that, too. I was looking forward to strudel.
Oh, you're going to love it.
I'm going to love it, I know. Oh, here's Warren Eckstein, our animal person. Warren, hi.
Last couple of weeks we've been teaching the dogs all different commands and a lot of obedience. Today we're going to teach your dogs how to get down. That's what we're going to do today.
Oh,
we're also going to teach them how to lie down.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what we have for you on today's show, and in addition to all of our regulars, we'll have professional square dance caller Sharon Leahy. She'll be calling the cast, and she'll be calling some dozy-dos as well. Our investigative consumer reporter, Dick DeBartolo, will be reporting on the New York Boat Show at the Coliseum, which will be opening, I think it's tomorrow. I'll tell you about that when he gets here. Food critic John Mariani will be starting a new feature on restaurant reviews. And coming right up as soon as we get back, Ruth Katz and the latest in high-fashion sweaters that you can knit yourself at home. We'll be right back.
Dick Lewis. Newmark & Lewis is including this 27-inch precision 12-speed bike with the purchase of hundreds of items. Buy a 19-inch color TV for $299. The bike is included. A portable AM/FM stereo cassette, $159. The bike is included. This is the most extraordinary offer Newmark & Lewis has ever made. Remember, I personally guarantee it.
This is Switzerland, the natural cheese country, where cheese making reaches back to prehistoric times. The only country where cheese is still produced from absolutely farm-fresh milk and in traditional wheels with a natural rind. Switzerland cheese is not just better, but the only cheese of its kind. Emmental, the premium Swiss, comes only from Switzerland, naturally.
For a limited time only, Cadillac Carpet Distributors doors open for their special annual clearance sale. Up to 70% off on thousands of decorator carpets in 3 huge warehouses. Save on wear-dated carpets of Ultron nylon with built-in soil, stain, and wear resistance. Plush Saxonies, handsome wool Berbers. It only happens once a year, so don't miss these sensationally low prices. Whatever you want, whatever your budget, you'll find it on sale during Cadillac Carpet's biggest sale of the year.
For one day only, this Sunday, Collector's Art returns to New York to sell out over 4,000 beautiful oil paintings at $39 or less. Giant sofa-size oils, $39. Incredible! Plus hundreds of gallery oils at a fraction of their retail value. This Sunday only, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. In Secaucus at the Meadowlands Hilton. In Tarrytown at the Westchester Marriott. In Uniondale at the Long Island Marriott. In Hauppauge at the Holiday Inn. In Staten Island at the Holiday Inn. In Livingston at the Holiday Inn. In Piscataway at the Sheraton Regal. And in Manhattan at Marriott's Essex House.
Back to Saturday Morning Live. I'm Lee Leonard. In case you're just joining us, Bill Boggs is taking a week or 2 off. And good morning to Ruth. Hello,
good morning,
Ruth.
Lee. It's
How
so
are
nice
you?
to have you back. I'm fine, thank you.
Did you arrange this weather?
No, I should have, though, because we're doing sweaters today, and I should have planned. No, but I hate the cold, so I didn't plan on it.
It's sweater weather, and as a matter of fact, it's a good time of the year because a lot of people, I guess, spend more time indoors in the wintertime, and gives you something to do with knitting.
And get out your knitting needles, because we're going to show you today some of the latest things in yarn and things you can do to make gorgeous, fabulous sweaters inexpensively.
Okay.
So I have asked Mary Colucci from the National Needlework Association to come and be our guest today. Hi, Mary. Thank you for coming. Hi, Lee.
I'm all thumbs, so I'm going to leave you to your devices here.
Mary brought a great variety of yarns with her, and there is so much that is new. I'm just going to dig right in. And can you tell me, Mary, I know we brought this sample. What is this? Because everyone commented on this before.
Well, the exciting news with knitting yarns is the diversity of yarns that we have today. This is rubber. This is rubber mixed with a rayon thread. Of course, this is an accent yarn. You might not want an entire sweater of this particular yarn, but it's an exciting new texture. And again, another new texture is what we call our paper yarn.
Let me show this because I think this is incredible.
It's paper thin, and it's so lightweight that when you do knit it up, it's very comfortable.
And let me also show this knitted up. This particular sweater that I'm going to show you is in the spring-summer issue. It really has a feel and a look of paper. It's quite extraordinary. It's in the spring-summer issue of Vogue Knitting, which will be available in a few weeks at the newsstand and in yarn stores. And a lot of these sweaters we're going to be showing will be available in the Vogue Knitting issue, so you can make them yourself. They're quite gorgeous. And these all that you brought at this area are all ribbon yarns.
The newest ribbon yarns. For spring, summer, 85.
85. It's a new year.
We'll be seeing a lot of ribbon variations. Beautiful, variegated, wrapped ribbon yarns, and a variety of colors.
Why don't we look at some, because we did have some models come with some gorgeous patterns, and we're going to show you what they look like worked up. And the first one that we see on Jane is an exquisite tie-dye look. It's very, very handsome. It's a long tunic, and this is a shadow rayon ribbon. It's from Gemini Innovations, and what you're seeing here is this coupled with sort of island, I call this the Java look, island tropical cropped pants, and it is a sleeveless tunic with a rainbow of ribbons. It's shadowed and ombre. Extremely good looking and very simple to do.
That's the complement to the very textured yarns. It's a very easy to knit silhouette. Here we have just 2 rectangles, which you can sew the seam, and you have a lovely tunic fashion.
Our next model, Chris is wearing a cropped tank, which I think is adorable, and that's from Penguin Yarns, or it's anglicized as Penguin, but that's correct, it's French. And this is a polyamide ribbon, and it works up, again, very beautifully. The stitches are adorable, and with the little jacket, I think it's a great ensemble for those of you who are lucky enough to be going to the tropics this winter with this menswear look of the cropped tropical print shorts. But it's real sweet for the beach.
The top, the sleeveless top underneath, shows another fashion trend. The use of rayon yarns, it adds a beautiful sheen to the garments.
This is another tropical island look that Karine is wearing, and this top has these braided straps that's so interesting, and yet again it's a simple stitch in Silk City Fibers cotton. And again, this is a very beautiful knitting tape up in the shoulders with the cropped pants and the right accessories, great for the tropics.
Again, a very simple silhouette, the interest being with the shoulder treatment and twisting those shoulders.
And very simple. Now, we brought along also some of these fabulous wintry kinds of yarns that we like to think about for angoras and mohairs and so on, things that you can dress up and mix and get textures. Why don't you tell us about these, Mary?
I think it's interesting to point out that the beautiful yarns you see in the beginning of the table are angora yarns. Once thought of as strictly a winter yarn, and that's not true. So many of the yarns that we'll see today are transitional and year-round yarns. This luxury fiber of angora is, again, beautiful colorations. You can achieve jewel tone looks with this yarn. It's a wonderful accent yarn. Again, you'll see these teamed
we
with
have
other
some very, very beautiful ones mixed with sweaters. But let's also show some of these fancier things. Here's a yarn that has a lot of slubs in it. That's these little knotty things. And look how gorgeous this looks worked up into a garment. These are very simple to do. You can use the simplest of stitches, and yet you achieve a beautiful finished look. Now, for some of these fluffy ones, to show you what you can do for a dressy look, we've dressed up our models for dinner dates. And you'll see Jane in a gorgeous ensemble that's really ravishing. And you won't see Jane just yet. You'll see her in a minute.
But I think we have some other swatches here that will show you how the combination of the textured yarns
the textures
create different looks.
Very, very beautifully.
You can begin with one type of yarn, blend it with a simpler fiber, and you have a tweed, and then working to a textured yarn with a simpler yarn to get a heavier look to your garment.
And there's another yarn that you can use, an add-in yarn similar to that, and that comes from these two, where you have a mohair and an add-in with a texture, and you get this sort of a look. And again, you're working with the two yarns together without changing the gauge of your needles.
But you completely change the appearance of what would be a very ordinary, not necessarily ordinary, but a very simple yarn. You completely change the appearance of it to be a very tweed.
Okay, we can see Jane. Now, Jane's wearing a garment that has lots of textures and different stitches in it. And you'll see that we've added paillettes as an accent. It's a beautiful angora and mohair. Is Jane not ready?
Yes, she's here.
Oh, I'm sorry. And you can see the paillettes that have been added up at the shoulders, lots of different stitches. And again, this is one that's very dramatic with the V-neck back and the angora that has accents across the shoulders. And this is from Vendome yarns with all of these beautiful textures and fibers for evening wear.
Paillettes are actually knitted into the garment as it's constructed, and it's a very easy technique. It's very similar to binding off for any people who are knitters.
Sorry, Mary. Chris has on a very simple geometric print, good for evening, and this is from Offray. We have shown you Offray's ribbons here, CM Offray's ribbons. This worked up in the simplest of patterns, yet has great drama.
It's 100% polyester, so it's an easy care
Very
when you're
easy
finished
care.
with it as well.
And Karina's wearing one that I adore, this royal blue with the lace skirt, and yet big blocks of the Angora and the lace skirt. Very suitable for evening. It's the color that makes it so dramatic. We're running very fast here on time, so let's show some of the traditional kinds of things, like my sweater, that's Brunswick yarn, the kinds of things you can do, because people have bought cotton, 100% wool, for years. But you can do so much more with these and create dramatic looks. And in fact, if you have a pencil at home, we're going to show you a sweater that the National Needlework is making available to you. You can get this pattern, and that's this. Maybe, Mary, you could grab that.
Sample of a silk yarn.
This is a silk yarn, and you'll be able to write for this pattern. We'll give you the address at the very end of this segment, and many of the other things you've seen today are in the spring-summer issue of Vogue Knitting. So be sure to pick that up. If you're a little intimidated by these textures, what we are going to show you are very simple things, simple patterns like this, which is knit 2, purl 2 with a duplicate stitch, that you can do with your traditional cottons and 100% wool. And I hope Jane is ready to come out and show you this, because it's really a fabulous garment. The next three, no. Oh, yes, Jane is ready. Oh, good. I'm so glad, because I really want you to see these. This is very similar to the tapestry look that I'm wearing, and it's very dramatic with all this bold color.
And the pattern is knitted in. The yarns are from Penguin, and they are 100% wool. Again, it's a very popular yarn, but it's creating interest through the pattern.
It is the pattern that makes it so dramatic. The next is Adrienne Vittadini, and it's a Navita yarn, and this looks just like a Miro painting. It is so dramatic, and yet again a very, very simple pattern. If you can knit 2, purl 2, you can basically do these. And this is also going to be in the spring-summer issue of Vogue Knitting, so you could make this yourself easily for 25% to 30% of the retail cost. And the last is a dramatic Perry Ellis, that if you love Perry Ellis things, you can make this yourself for about 25 to 30% of its retail cost.
It's a silk and wool yarn, and it's delightfully combined to make this Queen of Hearts pattern, and it's from Ultex.
It's from Ultex, and it's so dramatic and gorgeous. Let's give the address so you can write for anything at home, for this sweater pattern rather, and write to the National Needlework Association, William Unger Pattern, 230 Fifth Avenue, Suite 1111, New York, New York, 10001, and they will send you free the pattern so you can make at least that one sweater and get yourself started.
And I have one too.
Yeah. This is very good looking, Lee. I'm sorry you didn't get to wear
slip
this.
over. Me too, but I'm just wearing a dickie. It's not.
Oh, it's not a right. The cuffs come off.
Oh, dear. Ruth, thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
And I'd also like to thank the models. And next week, Ruth will be back to show us the art of decoupage. And maybe by next week, we'll figure out what the hell decoupage is. Now, stay tuned for the first Saturday morning restaurant review. We'll be right back.
Recently, in a small Italian town, a group of men gathered to try a new American ravioli, superiore ravioli. They were surprised to find it had a taste almost as good as they were used to. When their wives joined them, they also admired the taste. However, they felt this new superiore ravioli was perhaps best left in America. Superiore ravioli, now available in America.
I'm Phil Rizzuto, announcing new convertible option mortgage plans from the Money Store. These plans offer first and second mortgages and are in addition to our long-term fixed-rate loans. You get the advantage of a lower interest adjustable rate, plus the option to convert to a fixed-rate plan. Don't forget, Qualified borrowers get instant approval and fast service. Call the Money Store toll-free. Dial 1-800-221-9000.
Mom, I showed Abercrombie how to roll over.
Terrific. Now let's teach him how to clean clothes.
We're going to use ALL.
Watch this, Abercrombie. ALL cleans everything.
All has concentrated cleaning power to get out even rubbed-in dirt and grease stains, so everything comes out clean.
Well? Is that my shirt?
Sure is.
Now I'm going to show Abercrombie how to spell.
Get it ALL Clean with concentrated all, now with a new, fresher scent.
On Super Bowl weekend, see two superbacks in one super challenge. Jim Brown and Franco Harris, one-on-one.
We have two people here who have accomplished certain things. One's going to win and one's going to lose. And that's the way it is.
And as Franco said, one of us is going to lose. It's going to be him.
I do accept the challenge. I'm looking forward to it. He was my hero growing up.
From the Tropicana Hotel, Super Bowl weekend, Jim Brown and Franco Harris.
Hello again. New York, as you probably know if you've been reading any magazines lately, has been called the eating capital of the world. And if you haven't been reading magazines, I'm sure you've noticed a lot of people wandering around, you know, like this. Anyway, do you know there are over 25,000 restaurants in New York, and it would take years to try them all? As a matter of fact, I doubt you could ever try them all, because by the time you got to the end of the list, there would be new ones opening at the beginning of the list. But to make your choice from all of these restaurants a little easier, we're inaugurating a brand new Saturday morning feature, the Restaurant Review. Esquire called our man the Clint Eastwood of restaurant reviewers. He's the author of this book, Eating Out, Fearless Dining in Ethnic Restaurants. So let's meet him now. A big welcome for John Mariani. Morning, John. How you doing, sir? Very well, very well. John, with so many restaurants, whatever the number is, 25,000 or whatever, and dining out being reasonably expensive, a lot of people think, what do you need to know to eat out in New York and be able to pay your rent?
Well, that's the problem. When you're paying $100 for two people with wine, tax, and tip, you want to go to a place where you're not going to be gouged, you're not going to be intimidated, and where there should be something a little different than you can get at home. A lot of people go for different restaurants. Yeah. The real point of going out is to have the best time of your life and not have to fear the maitre d' and all of those. That's what the book's about.
And so people are coming to the check, right?
That's the worst part.
Now, is there a trend right now? I mean, you know, for a few years, every new restaurant that opened was Japanese. And then for a couple of years, it looked like every new restaurant that opened was either Pakistani or East Indian or something like that. What's happening now? Is there a trend going on?
You're getting a lot of different ethnic restaurants, of course, but specifically Italian is getting much, much better. We used to have the kind of the veal parmigiana lasagna type of syndrome. Now you're getting, as a matter of fact, I smell some ethnic aromas coming over the air right now.
Goodness, so do I. I think it's coming from over there.
Let's have brunch.
A little brunch? Why not? Come on, we're going to a restaurant now, having just walked down First Avenue to what, about 80th Street?
Yeah, that's
80th
quick.
and 81st, and we have arrived at, where are we?
It's a restaurant called Dieci, and it is at 1st and 81st, and Dieci means 10, and I would rank it right up there if you were giving points out. That this is really a 10 because it's a restaurant not too many people know about except in the area where it's very, very popular, and they have different things in the menu that you're not going to find anywhere else, and that's important because you can go to 1,000 Italian restaurants in this city and get the exact same menu and get the exact same kind of food at very high prices.
Okay, you said brunch, but let's pretend we're having dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we going to have first?
Well, we're going to have an antipasto, which means before the food.
That's generic.
This is generic. Antipasto means before, it doesn't mean before the pasta.
But a lot of people think antipasto is a specific kind of a cold salad.
No, it's all kinds of hors d'oeuvres. It could be hot hors d'oeuvres, it could be cold hors d'oeuvres. We're having one of each, as a matter of fact, tonight. And here it is now.
What do I have?
What this is, these are fungi. They're mushrooms. They're wild mushrooms, prorots, and they're done a little garlic and a little oil, and they're very, very light. People think that Italian food is very heavy. It's not. These are just mushrooms.
Yeah, I even made a little joke about, you know, people getting fat, but people think Italian food is heavy because of the pasta, I guess.
And because they eat very, very heavy pasta sauce, they eat too much. Okay? So these are wonderful wild mushrooms you're not going to find all over the place. And these are called bocconcini di mozzarella. Say mozzarella, not
mozzarella. Mozzarella.
That's right.
As my mother used to say, you talk, I'll eat.
That's right. And most mozzarella that you find in the store tastes kind of like salty Tootsie Rolls, salty white Tootsie Rolls. These are freshly made. Now, I don't know any restaurants at all in fact, that make their own mozzarella. Most of them get it from other places.
Oh, they make it on the premises?
They make it on the premises, and it's sweet, not sweet in the sugary side. I mean, it's sweet and it's fresh. You can really taste the fresh. Let me cut into that.
A little taste
moist. And there's a little arugula on here.
Little arugula and a couple of tomato slices.
Right, tomato slices.
Okay.
I'll talk with your mouth full. Let me
you talk with your mouth full.
I'll talk with my mouth full.
These are good. I think you smell mushroom.
So this would be antipasto, and something like this would serve 2 people easily.
Okay.
You got prettiness, presentation. Now, having finished that,
when people order, should they just order a complete dinner, or should they really pick and choose and decide, well, we don't want an antipasto because we'd rather have soup today or something like that?
The nice thing about an Italian restaurant is exactly that you can have a pasta, share it, split it. Most Italian restaurants, DHE certainly happy to do that for you. Split a pasta, you can have a little antipasto if you're eating light. It's a very light cuisine. It's not, see, a lot of Italian restaurants over-elaborate. They put cheese on top, tomato sauce on top, mushroom, artichoke hearts, they flame the whole thing. That's not how Italians eat.
Yes, I've been in several where you cannot find the veal under all that stuff.
That's right. Well, sometimes you don't want to find that veal that's been pounded up from chickens or something.
Parts, as they say in those commercials. Okay, what have we here?
This is, in some ways, it's the main course of the meal, even though it's not. This is really the pasta course. And here, these are penne alla vodka. Now, vodka...
I tried those before. They are terrific. Before we started the show. That's why I'm a little woozy right now.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that vodka does burn off, and vodka's a neutral spirit. It's kind of a trendy dish. You can find it all over. But what they do is they put hot peppers and marinate the vodka in with the hot peppers for 50 days. So it really does have a lot of taste, which you won't find in most pasta with vodka dishes.
50 days, 5-0?
50 days, yes.
So
a sacred number to the Italians.
In other words, if you want to make this at home, you better plan ahead.
Oh, yeah, okay. yeah. Make this for Easter. It's a nice Easter dish.
Let's clear our palates.
Yeah. And you're having a fettuccine, fresh fettuccine Abruzzese. So my parents happen to come from the Abruzzi part of Italy.
Where is that?
That's over east of Rome all the way to the Adriatic. And they like a lot of seafood, and they like a lot of light pastas. And what you have there is a reduction of veal with veal bits in it, fresh tomatoes, a little touch of cream. We're not talking about heavy calories here. Something like that would probably run you, I don't know, 300 calories tops.
If I ate it all.
If you ate it all, which you're certainly invited to do.
But if you split it, it's 150.
That's right. Look at it that way.
Which, you know, if you go out to eat as a couple, in some restaurants they intimidate you into not doing that. But you say, here it's okay.
They charge extra, you know, $2 extra.
For the plate.
For the plate, yeah.
I'm not going to take the plate home. Why do they do that?
Of course, they want to make $2 extra.
Oh, okay. This is good.
It doesn't take very long. So this is the pasta.
Okay.
Now that terrific?
What will we have after the pasta?
Well, if you're really smart in an Italian restaurant, since these things can tend to be filling, you want to have something light.
Okay.
You don't want to have one of those dishes I described before. A nice piece of veal, very, very thin. What we're having now is a really wonderful dish, unique in New York as far as I know. They call it the costolette vitello giardiniere, which means
veal cutlet giardiniere.
Yeah, veal cutlet. Very good. Very good. You're great on mozzarella, too. So it's called a veal cutlet. But again, it's not pounded out of you don't know what. This is perfect veal. It's sautéed. And they put it under a marinated salad of radicchio.
They've hidden it.
An endive. Now it's under there.
It's there. It's definitely there.
But the nice thing is you got 2 different textures here. You have the meat, which is gently sautéed in butter, and it's very, very fine white veal. On top of that, you have the marinated salad, which gives you a real cold next to the warm. You have the crispiness of the vegetables, because they're really fresh. And one thing about DHE is you can really depend upon everything being absolutely fresh. They freeze nothing. I don't think they have a freezer in the restaurant at all. They really don't. So the fish comes in the morning.
And this is really like a slice of veal. It's not the formed stuff.
No, no. Okay. This is beautifully pounded. And that's a salad course here. It's nice. Not only a light lunch, it's a quick lunch.
I'm going to clear my palate again.
They have, by the way, you don't mind, do you?
No, talk with your mouth full.
They have a very, very fine wine list. This is one of the rarest of all Italian wines. It's Brunello di Montalcino. But they're very fairly priced.
What would a dinner such as the one that we're having now cost? With a bottle of wine, not a whole evening full of wine, just a bottle of wine,
tax and
the appetizer, the whole thing.
I would say plan on about $70 to $80. You could do it for less, as I say. If you don't have the antipasto, or if you split a pasta that way, or you don't have a main course, you don't have dessert or something. You can. That's a nice thing about an Italian restaurant. You can arrange it any way you like. You go to a French restaurant, you're always going to have
full course dinner,
full 3-course meal,
which a lot of people think is too much to eat anyway.
It is. Yeah. It becomes so unless it's a really special night out. French food is not all that digestible.
So
Italian food is.
I assume, John, that you recommend the restaurant.
Very, very highly.
And the address again, it's First Avenue.
It's First Avenue and 81st. The exact address is 1568 First Avenue.
Right on the matches, the Ecce.
Right.
Which is 10. like that if you're going to use the Roman numeral, right?
That's right.
Ah, dessert. Wait a minute, we can't leave yet, folks. Here comes dessert.
Profiterole.
Now, don't tell me those are light and low-cal.
No.
Okay.
Just you bring your son or daughter and let them eat this.
And a little espresso.
They make a very good espresso. Most of the espresso in town tastes like instant coffee. Yeah. But this, you see how little there is in there? That's because it's really loose. They call it ristretto,
and
sprain, or
for those
corto.
People who saw the movie, you got to drink this all down in one gulp, right?
There you go. Salute.
Like that. Salute. John will be back again with us next week to talk about another restaurant. And right now we invite you to stay tuned for Joel Rapp and the first ever Saturday morning plant makeovers. He will take some telephone calls too, by the way, during that segment. Our phone number, area code 212-570-1199. And we'll be back with that right after this.
It's always been my fantasy to own a beautiful fur coat. The problem was affording one. Until I found the Ritz thrift shop. The Ritz sells some of the world's finest furs, like sable, fox, mink, all at a fraction of their original cost, because they're gently used. But you know, the very best thing about the Ritz? What I always fantasized about is finally a reality. The Ritz thrift shop, 107 West 57th Street.
Want more reasons to shop Room Plus rather than one of our imitators?
Let's talk construction quality.
Take our bunk trunk collection, for example. The tops are smoothly fitted where the sides meet. Others usually have seams.
Our cabinets even have mica behind the drawers. Others usually don't.
We use side glides and stops on every drawer. Others?
And see if anyone else is willing to stand on a drawer.
And we've got more to tell you.
Stay tuned.
Room Plus Furniture Stores. For information, call 1-800-262-ROOM.
Campbell's presents fishing made easy. 1, the cast. Gently cast your spoon into a bowl of new chunky fisherman's chowder. 2, the catch. Instantly, you'll hook into tasty fish, clams, and shrimp. 3, reeling it in. Slowly hoist the spoonful of luscious ingredients to your mouth. There. See how easy fishing can be. New chunky fisherman's chowder. The soup that eats like a meal.
It's nothing short of miraculous. Researchers are finally discovering a way to prevent diabetes in animals. The Juvenile Diabetes Foundation is convinced that a cure for people can't be far behind. A cure. That's why they need your help now more than ever. The Juvenile Diabetes Foundation really can eliminate the nation's third largest killer. But it's not just a matter of time. It's a matter of money.
The Juvenile Diabetes Foundation, there's a cure, and we'll find it.
Welcome back. It's still Saturday morning. I'm still Lee Leonard, and I'm still clearing my palate. And good morning, Joel.
Good
How
morning,
are you,
Ray?
Mr.
Well,
Mother Earth? It's good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you mind shaking a filthy hand? I'll tell you something about shaking hands with the plant man. At least you know the dirt is sterilized and clean.
And loamy.
You know, this is called stalling for time. When you plant, as I have just finished trying to do,
I'm going to let everybody... Joel's stuff got here about 34 seconds ago.
Yeah, this is
and dirt has been flying all over the place.
But in the tradition of showbiz...
It must go on.
We must go on whether we like it or not.
You know who made up the tradition the show must go on?
Who?
A producer, not an actor. Anyway, we were talking before, and I'm sure on this program you've seen beauty makeovers for men and women. You've even seen Mr. Eckstein with some pet makeovers. But what in the world is a plant makeover?
All right, well, let me tell you how this all evolved. It might be interesting. I went into a greenhouse up on 86th Street not long ago, and I found 3 or 4 Dracaena marginata plants. These are tall, stocky, very beautiful plants, each one of which had 1 decent stalk and 2 or 3 dead stalks. So I said to the owner of the store, would you mind, what are you going to do with these plants? He said, I'm going to throw them away. What else would I do with them? I says, no, you mustn't ever throw a plant away. And I then proceeded to take the live stalks from the Dracaena marginata and create a new plant.
Okay,
now,
I'm going to disappear for a moment or so. I'll be back when we take some phone calls, which will be shortly. But now.
Okay, thank you. And I'll tell you what. Well, you could stay or go. But if you do come back, Lee, I want you to bring me some of those canes from over there on the tray. Hi there, philodendron fans. Forgive me, but things did come late. You can bring those canes, Lee. Thanks a lot. Why don't we do this? Let me show you a yucca plant that was in terrible condition. Thank you. Just hang with me because I need help.
Yes,
Let me show you a yucca plant that was in terrible condition, and then I will explain what we did, and we'll show you. Okay, so Jim, if you'll go to the first picture, then Lee and I can discuss what it is, all right?
Well, this was taped earlier.
This was taped earlier this morning when I brought the plants in the sickies, okay.
This is your basic sick yucca.
Now look, this is a yucca plant which was in bad disarray. As you can see, the lower leaves are all burnt, they're all dry. It was in a tacky, terrible pot. I said to myself, nobody would buy that plant if it were sitting in a nursery. It would look terrible if it were sitting in your house. How could you save it? Well, the answer is, here's what I then did to it. I guess they'll have to go ahead now and show you what we've done for it.
You planted another plant in that plant.
Well, not only that, but we have also put the plant in a new pot, all right? Can you see the difference? I hope this is working because it really is. It's really a magnificent change, I think, in the way the plant looked. What I did, Lee, was I cut off all of the dead leaves at the bottom, took some of these other leaves here and shaped them into points, and then I took this plant here, which is a pothos, after I transplanted it from that ugly rubber tub into this, what I think, very attractive ceramic pot, and I filled it up with pothos here, which makes it, I think now, if not the most glamorous plant in the world, at least pretty, you know?
He was one of the three musketeers,
Athos, Pothos, and Philodendron. Yeah, you got it. Now, the thing is that when you do this, and this is always a very good idea, this is a smart idea, I think. When you want to hide the bottom of a plant with some other plant material, such as this, you must always be sure that it's a compatible planting material. In other words, yucca...
That it needs the same kind of dirt and all?
Same kind of light and the same kind of water. Same kind of dirt goes into all of the plants, by the way. But this is a pothos, this is a yucca. Both of these plants need to be kept on the dry side, which is why we chose to put the pothos in with the yucca.
Let me interrupt you for 1 second, Joel.
Sure.
A lot of people know that it's okay to cut and to trim things back totally, but to shape leaves, I think some people may be afraid to do that. You say you can do that.
Let me show you how I do it. It's this simple. You take a leaf that might be burnt at the end or drying up at the end, and you just simply make a cut like this, straight across. This is no more painful to the plant than it is for you when you cut your fingernails. Exactly. And then, because these plants are shaped in this manner, you make the V cut,
voila,
simply like that. All right, now, what is the next one up, Jim? Let's have a look at our next victimized plant, if you will, so I can know what we're discussing here.
Again, this was taped a little earlier.
All right, now, what we're going to see here are 3 corn plants, or Dracaena mesangianus. Now, look at how shabby these are. These are those tall, stocky plants. Now, what I decided I would do, rather than toss away a plant, you see, because who would buy again, or who would keep a plant like this? What I then did was over here, and I guess the folks will now see, I have taken the 3 plants and found in each one stalk that is still in good shape, cleaned off all the leaves, again, cut them into points and so forth, and put them into a nice clay pot, and the result is you have a plant that will grow and look very beautiful. Now, you see these canes? This is what's left of the plants that I took away, of the ones that were not savable, if you will. These canes, and I want everybody to see this, because this I think is very interesting. These canes all have roots on the bottom.
Yeah.
I have stripped them of their leaves. If you were to plant any one of these 3 canes, or all 3 of these 3 empty canes into a pot of soil,
we would get shoots on the top?
They would absolutely, they would come out looking, let's go back to this Dracaena here, they would come out looking just like this. This is the reason I included this. This cane will produce this kind of an offshoot for you every single time.
Now,
okay?
If in their natural state, do they also have leaves on the sides, or it's always right on the top?
In the enormous humidity of the jungle where these grow, they sometimes maintain their foliage all the way. But as house plants, the Dracaena is always considered a stalk plant like this.
Okay.
Why don't we move to the next plant and have a look at that one, Jim, if we can. I think it's going to be the Ficus benjamina. Yeah, now look at this. This is a Ficus benjamina which has obviously gone naked. You see there? All that's left of this Ficus benjamina is a little tuft of leaves at the top. Ficus benjamina always lose their leaves. So, how did we correct that? Very simply, by adding a smaller Ficus benjamina to the bottom of the pot.
To hide that long, ugly stalk.
To hide the long, ugly stalk. And I think what you have there now is really an extraordinary looking tree.
Two-tiered plant.
Full and bushy at the bottom. Again, we've put it into a clay pot. Always put the plants into clay pots. If you buy them in these rubber tubs or plastic pots, always try to put them into clay pots because they breathe, it's easier to water. And as a result now, that naked Ficus benjamina has a beautiful sarong of a new Ficus benjamina around the bottom and looks very pretty.
You can take that plant anywhere.
It was actually only $12 to save that plant, and I think very worth it. Okay.
If people want to do something like this, they can get bargain prices for these plants that really nobody else might buy.
That's exactly the point. In terms of a consumerism, this is the way to go. All right, so I think maybe we're running out of time.
We're going to try a phone call.
Yeah, let's do a phone call so that we can...
Hello, this is Saturday morning. You're on live.
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Mother Earth?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'd like to know, what are the best plants to keep in an apartment that doesn't have a lot of sunlight?
The best plants for the dark apartment or home, and these are the ones that only need the most minimum kind of light. The pothos is very good, this plant that we suggested here. Any philodendron, aspidistra is extraordinarily good for the dark.
Hard to say.
Well, you bet your aspidistra. And the let me see, spathiphyllum I would recommend is also very, very good. These are plants that, as I say, nothing will grow in the dark except mushrooms, but these plants will do very well with minimum indirect light.
Okay, we have time for another call? We don't have time for another call, but thank you folks who did try to get in.
I didn't get to do my fern makeover. Well, so
heavenly days. Joel, thank you. Next week, Joel will be back with some poisonous plants.
Which I may eat.
A few of. And if it goes like this week, maybe it will before the show. Anyway, we invite you to stay tuned for our investigative consumer reporter, Dick DeBartolo, who will be reporting on New York Coliseum's National Boat Show. We shall return. I see.
Una lezione sul formaggio italiano dalla Forsini. In Italia il formaggio romano è robusto, ma il formaggio parmigiano è delicato. Il parmigiano è per l'insalata, le fettuccine Alfredo, è delicato, ma il romano è per ravioli, minestrone, spaghetti marinara, è robusto. Capisce? Parmigiano è delicato, romano è robusto, e Forsini è perfetto.
There's nothing as special as Pepperidge Farm distinctive cookies. Such fancy shapes and real dark chocolate, sinfully rich. And the flavors, like Milanos with orange or peppermint, all baked with extra care. 'Cause Pepperidge Farm still remembers simple things make better cookies. My favorite, a full bag.
Every morning before she goes to work, Barbara Flynn of Pelham Manor starts her day playing Millionaires Roulette in the Daily News. On January 5th, it all paid off.
I became the 3rd Daily News millionaire, and what a difference that $1 million will make. Now my Kathleen can go to college.
Thanks, Mom.
You might be the next Daily News millionaire. Play new Twin Bet Millionaires Roulette only in the Daily News. And this Sunday, pull out the News Expanded Help Wanted section. Jobs, jobs, and more jobs.
I love the Daily News.
Here are 50 reasons why there's a United States Air Force. No doubt you can think of 200 million more.
Metro Media News presents Inside Russia, a journey to the land of paranoia, to a nation of contrasts, where life is difficult, where people struggle for their freedom. A journey beyond the Iron Curtain to reveal a people who live in fear and pray for peace. Inside Russia, a new and important special, 9 p.m. Sunday, January 13th on Channel 5.
Again, welcome back to Saturday Morning. Now, today is the day that opens one of the really top shows that they have at the Coliseum each year, the National Boat Show. You will not see any signs for the trade only in front of the Coliseum this week. It will run through next Sunday, January 20th, and we sent our investigative consumer reporter over to preview it. So a welcome now for Dick DeBartolo.
Hey!
Good to see you again.
I'm good, thank you.
Now, Dick, that cap is nautical but nice, but a cap does not make a boatman. Do you know much about boats?
Well, actually, I just bought my 21st boat, and I'm the East Coast editor of Powerboat magazine, so I literally have tested 600 boats.
You are indeed a boat person.
A boat person.
Is the boat show this year going to be a dandy?
It's beautiful. I've been there already, so I'm going to tell the folks about it now.
Well, why don't you do that?
Good. Okay. You know, according to the National Marine Manufacturers Association and the Coast Guard, last year 67 million people went boating. Unfortunately, they all went the same weekend I went boating, so in '85, let's try and space it out a little. This is a very special boat show this year because it's the 75th edition of the New York Boat Show, and in honor of that, they have brought back some of the boats from the original show. This boat was on display in 1905, and it's on display again today, all this week. Obviously not a big seller. Now, this is a very interesting photo. At one of the very early boat shows, they actually had a lake in the Coliseum so people could take boat rides. Now, at the current show, there is no lake, but the water cooler on the third floor severely leaks, so there's like a giant puddle there. Also, in honor of the 75th edition, the snack bar on the second floor, I believe those Frankfurters are 75 years old. Okay, now what we're going to do is, let's just leave that there. I'm going to take you on a little tour of the boat show. We took a video crew down there on Thursday. I want you to pay particular attention when I demonstrate what they're doing with the interior space on this new inflatable line of boats. Okay, you'll see that about a third of the way into the video, and we can look at the videotape. You know, Captain Dick knows a lot about marine electronics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here at the Aquameter booth, and I'm going to point out some electronics in layman's terms so that you will understand what they're used for. Okay? Now, this is a gas detector.
Excuse me, Captain Dick. That happens to be a dual digital tachometer with a synchronizer.
Oh, yeah, that's a dual digital synchronizer thing. Now, this is a marine radio.
Captain Dick, I'm sorry, that happens to be a digital depth finder.
Digital depth finder. Just testing, you know, you got to test. Now, if you're docking your boat... Yes, thank you. But getting back to this, if you're docking your boat and you think
Captain
you're going
to... Dick, I'm sorry, that happens to be a digital tachometer and speedometer.
Digital... Captain Dick will show you something he really knows. This nautical ice bucket.
Captain Dick, I'm sorry. Isn't it quite evident that that's a marine compass used on a larger boat?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to a booth where the salesman knows what he's talking about. Come with me. You know, in the old days, you used to buy an outboard motor like this. You put it in the trunk of your car, you went to the beach, you hooked it on the boat, and you went boating. Well, you can still do that with this 2-horsepower outboard, but now Evinrude has something brand new, and this is it, a V8 outboard. This is over 7 feet tall. Now, you can still throw this in the trunk of your car, bring it to the beach, and throw it on your boat, but you have to be King Kong to do it.
Say, aren't you on Saturday morning?
Yes, thank you for noticing. Let's go look elsewhere. You know, back in 1934, you could buy this Century Thunderbolt for $875. Well, I'm going to show you what you can get for $875 today. You can get this. Yes, this bow rail. However, if you just add, $47,000 and a few bucks to it, you can get this entire 29-foot 1985 Century boat.
Saturday morning?
Yes, I am. Thanks for noticing. I'm excited about that. Let's go look at some other exhibits. You know, one of the things that boat manufacturers are aware of is how to use every little bit of space, and they get better each and every year. I'm going to show you the interior of this inflatable boat. It's incredible. Follow Captain Dick. I'll show you. It's a tight squeeze getting through that little door. But you know, once you're inside this small boat, it really is beautiful. It has a full bedroom, it has 2 baths, and it has lots of other nice stuff. Follow me. Oh yeah, I couldn't show you everything because even though it's a 16-foot boat, there are 2 guest rooms, one on each side. But I will show you the galley unit here. This has just about everything you would want. Microwave oven, deep sink, electric range, television set, even a VCR unit in here, and an ice maker, and a big luxury couch. So like I said, those guys are doing incredible things with small amounts of space. All right, we're going to go on to other parts of the boat show now.
Are you on Saturday morning?
Yeah! Hey! Oh, boy, someone else recognized me. You know, Captain Dick was having just a little bit of fun. The interior of the boat you saw was actually the interior of this Ocean 46. That's the biggest boat at the boat show this year, and it's about $250,000. So bring your wallet if you're going. You know, there are over 250 sailboats at the boat show, and they range in price from under $1,000 to over $150,000. I'm at the sailboat section now, and Captain Dick knows a lot about sailing. These may not look like sailboats. That's because they don't have their sticks and all that laundry stuff that they have to hang on them before they can sail. Well, now we're going to look elsewhere around the boat show, so come with me.
Hey, aren't you on Saturday morning?
Yes, I am. Wow, they all know me. It's great. You know, there are a lot of things at the boat show that might interest you if you're not interested in boats. For example, there's an entire display of nautical furniture. There's this beautiful nautical bar. Then we have a nautical lamp. We have this set of captain's chairs and a table, more nautical lamps. We even have this special table here built over a cannon. Now, I have a friend who bought a lot of this nautical furniture. She bought this nautical bar, she bought some captain's chairs, and now in the comfort of her own home, she just sits there and gets seasick. It's a wonderful thing.
Excuse me, aren't you on Saturday morning?
Saturday morning? Why, yes, I am. You know, there are many very fast boats at the boat show, and the 1985 Hustler is one of them. This boat goes over 100 miles an hour. And, well, you know, Captain Dick has driven this boat many times. And with the engines over 1,000 horsepower, it takes a real brave man to drive a boat like this. And Captain Dick is one of those very brave men. Okay, we're going to go look elsewhere at the boat show now. By the way, if you're interested, this boat is about $170,000.
Yeah, you on Saturday morning?
Oh, yes, you recognize me. You recognize me. That's really great. Okay, we're going to look at some more exhibits now. You can just follow me. We'll finish looking at the boat show. Yo, okay. Now, at the boat show, they have something called the Bridge, which is the mezzanine, has all nautical things for sale. You can get this nautical teddy bear. He's $14.50. And this is a great little gimmick. This is a little fishing device. You turn this guy on, and these little fishermen open their mouths, little fish, and you have to catch them before they close their mouths. That's at a place called Christopher Ryan's. They have, if you don't want to put gas in your race boat, the ripcord race boat. I have one of these. I use it as a blender at home. Then we have the sailor's bookshelf. They have a ship-to-shore cookbook. A whole chapter on how to cook in rough water. My favorite recipe is pineapple right-side-up cake. And they have a VHS cassette on how to sail. And you know, you don't want to go to a show and not buy something, so I didn't have to pay the $6 to get in. So I just added another $29,000 to it, and I bought myself this new boat from Cruises. It's the Holiday 26. And if you guys give me a call, all 67 million of us can try it out this summer. I'll have it in May. Now, if you don't want to spend a lot of money for a boat, you can do it for as little as under $500. This is called the Jag Cat. It folds down into a box that's 2 feet by 2 feet by 6 feet, and it's on special for just $450. So it's calm in the studio, so I'm going to row back to the boat show, and I'll see you there. Bye!
Aren't you on Saturday morning?
Oh, wait, yes, you recognize me. See you
Never
next
again.
month.
No, kidding. Thank you, Dick.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Dick will... Richard will be back with us next month, and he'll have a roundup of gifts for Valentine's Day. Now we invite you to stay tuned for Cindy Piccoli, and Cindy has a futuristic style show for you that will literally make your hair stand on end. We'll be right back.
Don't talk about my wife that way.
We just told Robinette Tabak if she's got cotton, she could do better for her family wash.
My fabric softener is the only thing that I've found that works that great on my husband's shirts.
Compare these all-cotton shirts. One done in your fabric softener, the other in Final Touch fabric softener. Which is better?
They're nice and soft. This shirt here is definitely whiter. It's Final Touch.
I know, I can't believe it.
For a soft, whiter wash, add the Final Touch. Now with a new, fresh, clean scent.
I'm going to go home and rewash his shirts.
This Sunday only is Spa Day at all Harrow stores, and from noon till 5 p.m., the hot tub or spa you've always wanted has been reduced to the guaranteed lowest sale price of the year. Enjoy the pleasure of your own private invigorating jacuzzi and receive a free gift with purchase. Thousands of spas in stock, all shapes, sizes, and colors, including portables, and manufacturers' reps will be on hand at Harrow's to answer questions. Sunday is Spa Day, the guaranteed lowest prices of the year at all Harrow stores in Long Island and New Jersey.
Personne n'a vu une femme comme Jonathan Martin.
Niemand kleidet eine Frau wie Jonathan Martin.
Nessuno sa vestire una donna come Jonathan Martin.
Così ti innamora, for Bindre, be Jonathan Martin.
No one dresses a woman like Jonathan Martin.
For the store nearest you, call 1-800-J-Martin.
For one day only, this Sunday, Collector's Art returns to New York to sell out over 4,000 beautiful oil paintings at $39 or less. Giant sofa-size oils, $39. Incredible. Plus hundreds of gallery oils at a fraction of their retail value. This Sunday only, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. In Secaucus at the Meadowlands Hilton. In Tarrytown at the Westchester Marriott. In Uniondale at the Long Island Marriott. In Hauppauge at the Holiday Inn. In Staten Island at the Holiday Inn. In Livingston at the Holiday Inn. In Piscataway at the Sheraton Regal. And in Manhattan at Marriott's Essex House.
And welcome back. Aren't you Cindy? No, we did that on the last segment.
On
Of course,
Saturday
it's
morning,
Cindy.
right.
And Cindy, you have
Hi,
some
Nick.
predictions on the type of clothes that we may be seeing by the year 2000.
Yes, I think some of the clothing that you will be seeing this morning, Lee, have a futuristic look to them. And they've been created by designers who are now being recognized as the up-and-coming designers of probably the next decade. And they were all discovered by Promosteel. That's a leading international design and fashion forecasting bureau. So there's the ones who really decided that these people are going to be great in the future, the hot names to look for. So, with no further ado, why don't we take a look and see what we've got coming up for the future?
All right, we will go over here and watch.
Right, right. Yeah. Off. Kim. Whoa!
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Huh? Just
What
give
do
me
you
your
think?
money, you know.
I love this on you.
I
This is
like some
terrific.
of them a lot. Some of them, you know, will take a little getting used to.
Mhm.
But some of them are really have a lot of pizzazz.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do, especially this coat here. That's by D.E. Carbonell. I think it's absolutely terrific.
Just call me Joseph.
She's noted
It's
for her
my
fabric.
coat of many colors. Yes.
Now, just for fun, I thought we'd bring on the designers with one of their models and introduce them to you so you can see who created all of these models.
Sure enough.
So why don't
Here
we
they come.
step over and take a look. Now we've got David Norbury of Norbury and Assoon. It's really a team, but
Yeah.
he's here just by himself because his other half
He
wasn't
might not be
available.
here either. No,
And
here he
there he
comes.
is.
Okay.
Okay, let's give him a big hand.
David.
And David has already won the DuPont Fashion Award for Excellence in Design, so he's already on his way.
Terrific.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
And now we've got Jenny Sharp. Come on out, Jenny. And she wants to define a new classism in clothing. And her clothes must be functional and perform very well. Thank you so much, Jenny, for being with us.
See, some of the new clothing don't look that different.
No, they don't.
Right.
I think there's a use of a lot of different kinds of fabrics and some
And
different
shoulders.
shapes
Lots
that we
of
haven't
shoulders.
seen before. And Vin Pham, I'm wearing something from Vin this morning. I feel like I'm in my pajamas, but it's so elegant for evening, isn't it? Come on out. And he's with Claudia. Thank you, Vin. And Vin was born in Vietnam, and he came to America in 1975, and it's already becoming known for his clean, functional, and elegant designs. And then we have Denise Carbonell of Carbonell, and she's noted for her highly spiced fabrics.
Yes.
That's a good way to put it. And with very simple and modest design.
Is that a designer skateboard? Oh, okay. Yes, I think it is. Okay, thank you.
And then we'd like to introduce Lisa Silvani. She is the director of Promo Steel, and she's the one who's coordinated this whole thing this morning. So come on out, Lisa.
I don't think she's going to do that.
She's not going to?
No, we're going to have
Oh, Diane.
Diane. Come on, Diane.
No, it's my fault. It's my fault. I forgot one of the designers. She's wonderful, Diane Pernay. Come on out, Diane. I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
We just got lost our place.
Yeah, she is.
Now, each of the designers came out with a model dressed in their clothes.
That's right, so you can kind of coordinate who's making what. She designs essentially elegant evening clothes and day clothes, too. And she's known for fine workmanship and attention to detail. Thank you, Diana. I almost forgot you. I'm sorry. Now, Lisa, come on out.
Now, Lisa. Here comes Lisa.
Oh, thanks a lot. All right, thank you.
Lisa, did you design that outfit?
I sure did.
It's gorgeous.
We have a little something for you, Cindy, to remember promo steel and style notions. I'm sure you'll look
wonderful in it. Well, I think I can fit.
Oh, my goodness.
I love
did, yes.
those. Oh,
I was
those
so
are
glad
wonderful.
to see that even in the year 2000 there would be flashers. But those are pretty flashy,
You have to wear those home today.
What are they made out of? Paper?
Thermal paper.
Thermal paper.
Astronaut style.
So you won't be cold at the beach.
Yes, I keep my buns warm, as they say.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Bye-bye.
And thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Lee. It was really nice to see you.
It's good seeing you again, and we're going to meet Cindy's little one, the baby that she had since last we saw her.
Yeah,
since last I saw her about a year ago. Anyway, I want to thank the models and the designers as well. And in the future, as a matter of fact, next week in the future, Cindy will have ball gowns in time for the inauguration.
Yes, we're all going, aren't we?
Did you get your invitation? Huh?
Oh, no, not yet. It
Neither
must
did
be in
I.
the mail somewhere.
So maybe we'll all just stay at home and watch Saturday Morning Live here on Channel 5. Why don't you join us? As a matter of fact, you can join us here in the studio if you wish. All you have to do is write for tickets to Saturday Morning Tickets, Channel 5, 205 East 67th Street, New York, New York, 10021. And still to come on our show this morning, our swap shop. Warren Eckstein with the final phase of his dog training program. Anne-Marie Yuste will be making baby food. Square dance caller Sharon Leahy will have us all swinging our partners and dozy-doing. And right after this break, Mike Gallagher with the Saturday Morning Fix-It Shop. We'll be fixing a telephone. And then we'll take some calls on that telephone at 212-570-1199. All of that after all of this.
Takes practice to frost a Pepperidge Farm layer cake. They're swirled with a spoon, then smooth by hand. Of course, first, they're baked with rich things like genuine cocoa or luscious coconut, then frozen to stay extra fresh. You see, Pepperidge Farm still remembers simple things make better cakes.
Come on in.
Brace ya!
Imagine.
Imagine a greater Fort Lauderdale vacation. Imagine a vacation in greater Fort Lauderdale, even greater than you imagined.
Imagine that.
What's the secret of saving your lips from the wind? My lips are sealed with chapstick. What stops the cold from letting the chapping begin? My lips are sealed with chapstick.
With Chapstick Lip Balm, your lips are sealed. Sealed against chapping, drying, and cracking in any weather, any time of year.
My lips are sealed with chapstick.
And now there's a creamy way to treat chapped lips. Lip Soother Medicated Lip Cream from Chapstick.
Every adventurer's dream is this man's life. Journey to the last savage frontier and discover the adventures of a real-life Indiana Jones. Everything he does is dangerous. His expeditions in a raw and savage world are real. One man unlocking the secrets of a land time forgot. See the true adventures of Stan Brock's Expedition Danger.
12 p.m. today on Channel 5.
Welcome back. I'm Lee Leonard, filling in for Bill Boggs this week. Good morning to you. And before I introduce our next regular on the program, I just want you to know that I feel like a walking sofa. Actually, though, this is very comfortable and easy fitting, and it kind of feels nice on. Mike, good morning.
Okay,
Monsieur
Nick,
Gallagher.
good morning to
How
you.
are you?
Very good, sir.
Mike, what is the Fix-It Shop?
Well, the Fix-It Shop is an
it's a way for the viewers to write into me, tell them a problem they have, and then I bring them on and we fix it right here on the show.
Oh, in other words, you're really going to fix things that are broken in people's homes if they're small enough to bring here.
If they can bring them in, of course.
Okay.
We can't bring cars in, but today we have telephones, which is something everybody has.
Will you look at that, a black phone? How chic.
You know what?
Remember when they all used to be that color?
You know what year this is?
1940.
You got
39, I was going to say.
Well, today our first guest is Cindy Razzie. That's how you pronounce your last name?
Razzie.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
R-A-S-Y, capital R-A-S-Y.
I thought it was a capital R-A-S-Y. And Cindy, you have this old phone here, which is really pretty.
Thank you. I like it.
And where'd you get it?
I bought it in a flea market up in Rhinebeck, New York.
Well, see, technically, Bell telephones were not for sale. You have to buy them from Bell. You can't buy them in a flea market. But if you want to get in touch with her, she's at Grapevine 45794. Now, what's the problem? You worked on this thing already.
Yeah, when I was talking to my friends, they'd hear little clicks, and they thought I was recording their messages.
And you did this. Cindy tried to rewire the wire on this phone, and it is really not in such great shape.
No.
And what did you do exactly?
Well, my husband brought home these wire strippers, so I started to strip the wire.
Okay, well, that's a good start. We'll take the wire strip and we'll strip all the spaghetti off.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, the next thing I want to do is take... The old wire is really pretty. It has a cloth coating, but a wire stripper really doesn't work on it. So I'm going to try to cut this off with the Swiss Army knife here.
Okay.
And on new wire, it is much easier to get this off than on this old junk. In fact, all the new phones, you can just plug them in. But let's see what we got, because one of the problems with an old phone like this is the wire does get just dried out.
Yeah, I think that's why it was making click sounds.
If you have an old lamp, you really shouldn't try to keep the old wire, but on a phone like this, it really wouldn't look as good if it had something different on it.
Yeah.
So
I tried to put this brown cord on it over there.
Oh, I thought that was original. I thought it looked very nice.
No.
Boy, Cindy, you do very good work.
Well, it didn't stop the clicking.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay.
Now, the wire is color-coded. And what you would have to do with this is strip off the insulation. Let's start with the red one. And this is a wire stripper. Now, we've used it many times. It has a whole series of holes in it. And you select the right one. You'd put it on the wire and pull off the insulation. Okay? Real simple. Now, these are connectors which you can get. You'd put that on the wire. So let's wrap this wire together. Okay? You put this on the wire. If it goes through, no, I lost that one, Cindy. But try this again. Put this on the wire. Hopefully this will stay on this time. And you take a crimping tool, which you brought with you. And it has different size openings at the top, and it's even color-coded. So we would use the blue one. You fit it right through here. And you crimp that.
I can
do that. You just tighten it. You can do that? Good.
Yeah.
So you would have to do that now to the other two.
All right.
Okay? Let's see how you do with that, Cindy.
All right.
Why, we get Faith Gertner, correct?
That's right.
How you do, Faith? Oh, thank you. Now, Faith, you have a newer phone here.
Yeah.
And what you told me was your phone was like intermittent while you were talking on it, and then it went dead completely.
Right.
And what did you do exactly?
Well, I figured it was a loose connection somewheres in the wire. So I got a new wire and plugged it in, and it worked, but it was still bad. I didn't know.
Right, right. Well, checking this phone out, what I found out is not only is the cord bad, but also in the headset, it looks like you spilled water on it. Possibly. No, well, I don't know if you'd really do that. But you won't see this on camera, but there are little wires in here, and one of them is a little corroded. It's green. But what's nice about a new phone like this is if you have a problem, first of all, and you have bought the phone from either a phone company store or from AT&T, whoever sells phones these days, you are responsible to maintain it. So if you call up and NYNEX or whoever you call,
Right.
they charge you for a service call, which is $20. They charge you to come to the house, which is $12, and then they charge you to fix it. So it's important that at least you try to do something.
Yeah.
And also, if you take the phone to the phone center, they have it set up that you can test the phone there. But what I would always recommend is if you have another phone, say a wall phone even, you would one by one change the connections until you get it working. With the modular plugs, if this one, that one doesn't want to come out. But you would take a different cord and you plug it right in. It's very simple to do. And you were able to do this, right?
I think it goes the other way.
Goes the other way? Thank you. No, this, in fact, I bought this new cord, doesn't even fit. Look at this. There are different size connectors, which is also important to know. Look at this. One connector is larger than the other. I don't know if this will show up on camera, but you can really see that this new cord I bought for you is not going to work. Good for nothing.
Right.
So what we would have to do...
I'm still dead.
What I did to fix this is first I took a good cord and I plugged it in. And then when this didn't work 100%, I took the actual headset from here and put it on this phone, and that eliminated all the problems. So this is why I knew the problem was in the handle.
So if you switch it around?
You can switch the various components. And what I recommend you do is, I think you can see the little green corrosion in there. Let's take a piece of emery cloth. Take a piece of emery cloth and see if you can clean that up. Cindy, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm getting it.
You got two of them on.
Yeah. Well, you did one. I only got one.
Well, let me do the last one. Because we also want to hook this back up inside the terminal. You strip this back a little far, and because you did that, the wire's got a little... Well, no. There's nothing that we can't fix. Let's cut off the excess here. We cut this a little shorter because it's gotten a little out of shape. Wrap this together again, and let's see if we can crimp on the last connector. And then we have to make the connection again inside the handle of the phone. Now, the new phones have none of these little wire connections.
I called the phone company and they said, you know, we have phones in colors now. Sorry. But I wanted this phone.
Yeah, let me take this crimping tool, crimp this up. And then the final step would be to connect around these terminals. So let me loosen one here. There is a color code here. It says black. So the black wire would go there. The white wire would go here, and the red wire would go on this one.
Okay.
So when I connect this up, we could take a phone call, or what do we want to do here?
Why don't we do that?
Okay?
All right. I have my own phone, and hopefully this one works, okay? So we'll take a call if anybody has a question. Remember, if you're calling in, please turn the sound down on your television set because we're on delay, and all we get is confusion if you don't, okay? Hello, you're live on Saturday morning.
Hello.
Hi, what's your question?
How you doing?
Good morning.
I have a wall phone.
Right.
And the further the headset gets away from the wall phone, a lot of static and the voice gets much dimmer. What would be the problem? How would I
When you say when you walk away, it sounds to me like you have a problem in the cord, and the first thing I would do is go to a phone that you know works and change the cord that goes from the set to the headphone.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello, you're live on Saturday morning. A new call.
Yes, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'd like to say that I think Mike's column, Mike's thing here is fantastic. It's a big help to everybody.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I have in my basement, I'm redoing the basement. I'd like to know if I should go through the crack in the wall by the doorway, or should I go around the whole doorway? Should I go around the whole door?
The door
or should
frame.
I drill a hole in the wall?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you can drill a hole in the wall, it seems like it would be neater.
It would be much neater to go through the wall.
Yeah, that's what I would try to do.
Do you think at this time would be appropriate if we said something about spearfishing?
Oh, I know nothing about that. Spearfishing?
Whatever. Okay, spearfishing is another subject for another day.
Yes.
And thank you, Mike, and thank you, ladies, for bringing in these awful telephones. And, no more calls right now, please. Next week, Mike will be stripping wood molding, which sounds like a dirty movie to me. And up next... You like that, huh?
I
Okay.
like that, yeah.
Up next is a bit of old-time country square dancing, so it'll be dozy-do time right after this.
coat, huh?
Yours too.
Maybe we could wash them together.
Maybe.
It's on me.
So's the ring around the collar. You'll use my whisk. Tough stains like this need whisk. Whisk does a better job. And when whisk gets that ring around the collar...
Our whole wash is clean. Give you a ring?
Let's stick to collars.
Whisk gets ring around the collar and your whole wash clean.
Each year, thousands of children disappear. Just disappear. No one knows where they've gone or what's happened to them. It's suspected that many of them have been abducted. We at KB Toy Stores urge you to teach your children to avoid strangers and how to say no to strangers. And most of all, even if you feel your children are safe, keep an eye on them. If you do this, maybe there'll be one less child who disappears.
Hello out there, this is Captain Lou Albano on WWF Action Hotline 976-6363. You see me on TV Land, you see me on commercials, you see me on the WWF Wrestling as a manager, you see me fighting that old ugly disease, multiple sclerosis. Well, now you see me on Action Hotline. Call in, baby, call in 976-6363, 976-6363.
When I think of fur, I think of glamour and elegance. I think of warmth and softness. I think of me. I used to think that fur was an extravagance. Times have changed, and so have I. Nothing is beyond my reach.
Quality, creativity, and personal care. The trademark of George Zessie.
Welcome back. I've lost my coat. I'll have to make do with what I have. The square dance is one of the traditional American dance forms, and it's alive and thriving thanks to a lot of groups around the country, such as the Old Time Musicians and Callers Cooperative here in New York. And with us this morning is a member of the cooperative, a dancer and a caller, and I think I'll call her, Sharon Leahy.
Hi, Lee.
Dozy-do, Sharon. Thank you very much for being with us today. Now, where does square dancing start?
Well, it originated here in the United States. It's a traditional American dance form, like you said, but it borrowed forms from Celtic dancing and from European folk dancing.
Now, is there just one kind of square dancing, or are there more than one?
No, there are many kinds of square dancing. In fact, when you say square dancing, to most people, what they think of is traditional country dancing.
Yeah.
And within that, there's contra dancing, and there's Western square dancing, which is very much of a club scene, which I don't know very much about.
Because you don't belong to the club.
Right,
okay.
That's right. And there's southern squares. There's New England dancing, New England squares. There's French-Canadian square dancing, which they call quadrilles up there. And most of what we're involved in is the southern dancing, which is a real celebratory kind of dance. It's
Having
after
fun.
the work was done. Right, playing music, dancing.
Who square dances today?
Well, there are lots of regional dances all over the country. Here in New York City, we work out of the McBurney Y, and we had a festival there in November, and we put on special projects there. I teach a clogging class, which is a step dance, a traditional American step dance, there on Thursdays.
So there's all kinds of there's a lot of dance going on for people who want to have fun and participate.
That's right.
And we have a pretty wholesome group of all-American types waiting backstage. But before that, we're going to need a little old-time country music to do our square dancing with. So here with Sharon are two other members of the cooperative that I mentioned before. They're both master musicians. Henry Sapoznik is our banjo picker, and on the fiddle is Jim Garber. So let us get our cast of volunteers here. You square them off, and I'm going to go hang out and listen to the guys pick and bow. Okay?
All right.
Here we go.
Come on out here. Oh, they're all ready.
We are ready.
All right, the first thing that you have to know about square dancing, and this is your right hand, and this is your left hand, and believe me, you'll forget that, as most people do when we start. And it's called square dancing because we start in the shape of a square. So we'll need one couple standing here facing me, one couple standing here facing me, one couple standing here, you a couple?
Okay.
So, you see, in a square. Now, the lady is always on the right, so if that's not the way it is now, switch it around. There you go.
That's right, and we're going to start with the break of a dance, which is the hardest part of this dance for people to get. Now, the person standing next to you is your partner. Say hello to your partner.
Hello, partner.
The other person is your corner. Say hello to your corner. The other person next to you is your corner.
Hi, corner.
So the first thing you're going to do is give your left hand to your corner. You got it. Left hand to your other left hand. Other left hand. That's right. To your corner. There you go. And you're going to walk all the way around and come back to face your partner. Right? Back to face your partner. Back to face your partner. Okay, we'll start that one again. Here we go. We're going to stand next to our partner. We're going to look at our corner. Give your corner your left hand. Okay, and you're going to walk all the way around and come back and face your partner. Okay? Drop that hand now. Now you're going to give your partner your right hand. Now, look at the direction that you're going in. Now, be careful to remember this direction because you're going to keep going in that direction. And you're just going to go hand over hand around the ring. Here we go. Right hand, left hand. Keep going. Up, up. Right hand. Keep going. Keep going in the direction you started. Here we go. Now you met your partner, right? Okay, and the partner's going to give you a twirl and you're going to promenade home in this position. Promenade to where you started. The lady's right hand is up by her shoulder.
Well, we got this down, Pat.
Up by her shoulder, that's right. And here we go, around the ring. Here we go, yeah. Well, good, home. Home to where you started. Where you started. You're great with phones, but, okay. So here we go, let's walk through that once. Ready, you're going to turn to your corner, give him your left hand. You're going to walk all the way around a corner and you're facing your partner. Now, you got to remember to keep going in that direction. All right, right and left. Keep going in that direction. Right, there we go, left. And you meet your partner, they give you a little twirl, and you go home. Go home. There you go.
Go home, Mike. Go home.
Okay. That was pretty easy, right? That's the break of the dance. The body of the dance will be like a running set, which means that we're couple number 1, 2, 3, 4. Couples number 1 and 3 are the head couples, 2 and 4 are the side. Head couples are going to go out to the right, and they're just going to pass right shoulders. Don't even touch hands. Just you come to me, and we'll go to you. Okay. Pass right shoulders. Right shoulders. Right? The man will take the woman behind the back and turn right around here. Same thing, pass right shoulders back again. I love it, the confusion. Right shoulders again, right shoulders, and around again, just like that. You do that. Pass right shoulders right through, right. See what I mean about forgetting your right and your left? Go ahead, right shoulders through. Just walk right through them. Perfect. Turn around as a couple. That's right, and go right shoulders back. Just walk right back through. And turn as a couple again. Okay? So this is what we'll do. We'll do it. Right shoulders through. Right shoulders through. Turn as a couple. Right shoulders back. Right. There you go. And back. Now you go through. Right shoulders through. Turn as a couple. As a couple. That means you turn with him. And back again. Okay, so that'll be the body of the dance. That's what we'll do. We'll go with you first. Then you'll go. Then we'll turn to the side. We'll go this way. You'll go that way. Then we'll turn this side. You'll go this way. We'll go this way. You want to walk through that? Turn to the side. Here we go. We're going to pass right shoulders through here, Warren. Don't get upset. Here we go. Right shoulders. Perfect. Turn around. Right shoulders back. Right. And turn around. Now you do this at the same time, okay? That's right. And turn as a couple. And back. Just stay with him, though. That's right. Stay with him.
Smart move, Lee.
Okay. Here we go.
You all got it?
I think so. You're going to step in now?
A little music, please.
There we go.
Here we go.
Ready? Right. And a right through, right left through. And turn as a couple. Right left through. Right left through. Turn as a couple and you come back. Right left through. Turn as a couple. Right left through. Okay, now turn your corner with your left hand. Out and left foot, right left hand. All the way around. There you go. And around. Over you go. There we go. Here we go. Turn it on home. Here we go. Right on home. Okay, turn to the right. And you go right left through with them. Right left through.
square dancers. I have a feeling we started a little too difficult for this particular group. Next week, you all come back, we're going to have a walking lesson.
No, a right hand, left
and then
hand.
chewing gum, and then we'll get to square dancing. Sharon, thank you a whole
Thank
big
you,
bunch.
Lee.
And thank you all, square dancers and regular cast members, for being very clumsy. Anyway, for more information, if you want to know more about square dancing or where you can get involved in a square dance group, write to the Adult Education Department, the McBurney YMCA, and the address is 215 West 23rd Street, the zip code here in New York, 10011. Right now, stay tuned for Anne-Marie Huste and her gourmet baby food. She will take some phone calls, too, at 212-570-1199. Right, left. You got that? Okay.
Weekend on Mammoth Hudson River Pier will be filled with treasure. Rare and precious items from around the world go on display as Manhattan Antiques and Collectibles Expo opens in New York. Hundreds of dealers, tins to Tiffany, Art Nouveau, Art Deco, country collectibles, furniture, quilts, lamps, jewelry, vintage clothing, and more. All unique and all for sale. 2 days only, January 12th and 13th, Manhattan Antiques and Collectibles Expo at the New York City Passenger Ship Terminal, 55th Street and 12th Avenue.
If you were hurt in an accident, you may be entitled to money damages, but you will need to see a lawyer. At Newman & Oken, we have over 30 years of experience in representing accident victims. We'll handle your case, and we'll be paid only if money is collected. So, if you've been injured in an accident, learn your rights. For a free consultation, call Newman & Oken, 964-7600.
I'm Phil Rizzuto, announcing new convertible option mortgage plans from the Money Store. These plans offer first and second mortgages and are in addition to our long-term fixed-rate loans. You get the advantage of a lower interest adjustable rate, plus the option to convert to a fixed-rate plan. Don't forget, qualified borrowers get instant approval and fast service. Call the Money Store toll-free. Dial 1-800-221-9000.
In a world of millions, the nicest things still happen between just two people.
Who's here? Oh, son of a...
And when you brush your breath with Dentine, being together is nicer for everyone.
You're really here.
Because not even mouthwash can freshen your breath better than when you're chewing lively, long-lasting Dentine.
When the whole wide world for you narrows down to just you two. Brush your breath with Dentine.
Welcome back. I'm Lee Leonard, and the gates Anne-Marie.
Dankeschön.
Did I do that good?
Oh, you did that
Okay.
perfect.
Anne-Marie
Absolutely.
started to teach me how to speak German about 15 years ago, and that's as far as I've gotten. Now, where did you learn how to make baby food?
Well, you know, in my first apprenticeship, which is now, in fact, 25 years ago.
When you yourself were but a baby.
Just about, yes. I had to learn about baby food because this particular family had babies. And things have certainly changed in a great deal, and yet not that much, really. In fact, I remember one of the things we used to have a little glass thing where you had to do the apple sound, grate it.
Yeah.
Now it's so much easier.
Well, we
today,
have another food critic on the program, and I'm going to get him and come back later, okay?
Good. In the meantime, I'll tell you all about baby food. The first thing you should, again, remember when you do baby food is relax, don't worry about it, okay? Most importantly also, use your common sense. Don't overdo your act. First of all, children, when they're small babies, their taste buds have not yet developed. So you do not cook for taste. You cook for nutrition, because it is important that the child does get very good nutrition. Also make sure that all your utensils are clean. In the days when I learned, you had to sterilize everything before. We don't go quite that far anymore today. But do make sure that everything is clean, including your hands, because children, little babies, are prone to stomach upsets and stuff. So make sure you do this very well. But from there on, keep in mind not to worry too much. First thing, for instance, one of the things I always felt is, why not make homemade baby food? It is so easy to do, and you will see in a minute just how easy it is. It's almost as easy as opening a jar. And then you do know what's in it, and whatever. I mean, you can do both of it. When you do vegetables, and in the first day or two, I don't believe little babies should have meat really as such, get yourself a steamer. One of the great investments, because when you steam vegetables, they have retained. This is the most nervous spot I've ever done. I mean, I haven't done baby food for so long, but it's going to work, not to worry, okay? What we did here is we simply steamed some carrots. You could steam potatoes, broccoli, any kind of the vegetables, and in fact, you don't always necessarily have to cook separately for your baby. You can use the food that you do for your family, but make sure you do not season it until after you have taken the baby's portion out. You should not add salt or sugar to baby's food. It does not need it, and it's really unnecessary, okay? Now, in a case, for instance, in making baby food like this, where you have vegetables, if you have a food processor at home, the easiest thing to do is, once you have cooked your carrots, then just simply put it in a food processor. You could use a blender, and I show you some other items that you can use along with this. And then just make sure you puree it very finely. If you need a little bit of liquid to it, take some water like Evian, like spring water of some kind, or a little orange juice that, you know, would be very nice with this. And if you do a bigger batch like this, and obviously baby isn't going to eat this all, right away, do put it in the refrigerator. One of the good ideas also is you can put it in ice cube trays. Somebody told me that the other day. And just freeze the cubes and then take out, put it in a plastic bag and take it out as you need it. This is a little food mill, which is wonderful. You put the food in here. Now, I have never tried this before, but it's going to work. Take, for instance, banana, okay? And make sure you have ripe bananas here. They're definitely much better and much easier to do. And you would put the banana in here. And then you have this thing that you put on, and you stand it on, and then as you grind it, you push it down, and this really works. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, okay? And you have pureed bananas, and in fact, you could feed the baby just right out of here. Now, what we did when I learned to do this is we always added to it something called petit beurres, or little butter cakes. They come in little packages like that, and we would crumble these up, and we put them together along with applesauce, etc. And applesauce, by the way, is something, again, that is so easy to do. When you do with raw apples, I went around shopping for various things, and this is something I found in one of those like Asuma stores. It's a little grater. You just take a fresh apple, and as you can see, this is really easy to do. And you have fresh applesauce. It goes very quickly. If you have it cooked, again, you could put it through a blender or through the food processor. It's very easy. Another thing we always give babies also is something called zwieback. I think zwieback it's called here. Just a plain toast. It's very nice, again, crumbled up. Make sure, one of the things I also found, I went yesterday to Ben's for Kids. It's a store that has 6 million things in there. Good thing I didn't bring all my money along, would have gone broke. They have a book in here which is really very interesting. I looked through it and it has some very nice recipes for children and a lot of common sense advice, which is really what you need. Don't worry too much, but it is important to make sure that you have fresh things that are good. If you do buy things that are already made, make sure you read the labels. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. Another thing I personally feel very strongly is that some children have a sort of inborn feeling of what is good for them, what's not good for them. If your child does not like a certain food and constantly refuses to eat it, don't give it to it. Maybe the kid is allergic to it and just knows better. So I think we should have our main critic in here, my favorite godson, Giorgio, and Cindy and Pierre's son. And I hope to God he likes some bananas or something, because that's really the ultimate reject, is being rejected by a baby. How are you, Giorgio?
This is our food critic.
The most beautiful child in the world.
Yes.
He brought his key so he can let himself out in case the food is really bad.
He's a key man on this show.
This.
It says, look what his little thing says here.
I
love Anne-Marie. Everybody. Put him in his high chair, honey.
Oh, okay. You're going to sit in the high chair and we're going to let you taste some of it. Okay. I haven't set a baby in a high chair, and so like, hey, I did it perfect.
Did you get one leg on each side of the thing?
No,
then?
not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Okay, George,
Whoops,
put the other one down. Do I have to belt you in or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Hey,
He's a
you
big
look
boy.
perfect. Okay, now.
Okay.
I hope you like bananas. We got these nice little...
Nanos.
Now, actually, should we maybe test it on you first? Okay, we have 2 spoons for this one.
I like it.
Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, let's see. I'll take the key, and you take the banana. How does that taste? Look at it. Okay, can I give it a shot? Well, hey, that's not bad, right? He didn't throw it up.
He
It
didn't
means
spit it out
he
yet,
likes it.
yeah.
No, he's not. Go have it. Ah, that's a good boy. Well, how could you not like fresh banana?
He's a beautiful kid, too.
He is the most beautiful child in the world. We're going to give him more.
Give
He
him a
hasn't
little
even finished this one. Okay. Oh, he does like this, okay? So, have a good time with your baby. Don't worry so much about it. It's too much? Okay. Good thing you got your bib on. Your godmother just spilled some on. Ah, this obviously works. Do we have a phone call?
Okay, yeah, we're going to take a phone call now? Good enough. You're live on Saturday morning.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
This is Larry from Brooklyn. How are you? Me and my wife, we've been making our own baby food for quite a while, but we always were curious to know how long does the food maintain its vitamin potency for? When does it start to drop off?
Before, are you talking about before it is cooked or after it is cooked?
No, after it's cooked and bottled. We don't like to make all the time, so we make a lot at once, and we bottle it and we put it in the refrigerator. Now, how long does it maintain its vitamin potency for, the peak potency?
In the refrigerator, you surely shouldn't have it more than 1 or 2 or 3 days maximum. Otherwise, if you do large quantities, you're better off to freeze it. You could also take, for instance, a cookie sheet and put wax paper on it and put like blobs of the food on it and then freeze that. Freezing would really be better if you have large quantities than putting it in the refrigerator. No more than 2 days in the refrigerator. Actually, of course, the fresher the better. Okay? And it goes really very quickly.
Thank you, Giorgio.
Oh, you did wonderful.
Okay. Thank
Georgia.
you, too,
We'll
Anne-Marie.
do a little more.
Anne-Marie will be back next week, and she'll make that old German favorite, Spätzle with cheese. So stay tuned now. We'll be right back with Warren Eckstein and the graduate candidates from the Saturday Morning Pet Training School. And Warren will also be taking calls at 212-570-1199. Right? Giorgio, buongiorno. Right after this.
The two of you skiing, skating, snowmobiling, and swimming at Penn Hills in the Poconos. The two of you dining, dancing, and enjoying your own private villa at Penn Hills in the Poconos for couples only, and only a couple of hours away. For reservations, call 800-233-8240 toll-free. Penn Hills in the Poconos for couples like you.
Remember making toast in a gizmo like this? Maybe you remember Grandma toasting homemade raisin bread loaded with plump raisins, swirled with cinnamon, that sweet aroma wafting through the kitchen. Pepperidge Farm remembers they're making raisin bread like Grandma made. No artificial preservatives. A treat for breakfast, coffee breaks, or midnight munchies. Try Pepperidge Farm raisin bread. You see, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
How could something that looks so funny?
Original raisin or honey wheat, it's Thomas's to eat.
With nooks and crannies to hold the butter, they taste so crunchy. Just can't beat 'em, can't wait to. Thomas's English muffins.
Thomas's taste so mouth-watering good, people just can't wait to eat them.
The original one and only funny-looking, tasty cooking.
Donald Sutherland as Hitler's most feared undercover agent.
Good evening.
And who might you be?
I should be asking who you are. You're on my boat.
What's in that bag?
Binoculars, cameras, reference books.
Oh, no, you don't. Put your hands up.
Eye of the Needle on the Channel 5 Movie Club, 11 p.m. tonight.
Welcome back, and good morning to Warren Eckstein.
Good morning, Lee. How are you?
My goodness, what is that beast?
That's a very rare breed dog.
Oh, is it?
Yes, and as you know, we've been doing training for the last 3 weeks.
Dog tostoriosis, I
That's
think.
it.
Right.
But we've been training for the last 3 weeks, and I want to show you how easy it is to train a dog. Watch this.
Watch this, folks.
Just look at your dog and clap your hands. It's that simple. And when you want your dog to stop, just clap again.
All right. Yay!
By
Let's
the way,
hear it for
my
Warren.
Christmas present from Cindy Piccoli.
Okay.
If you'll take this up, you just hit my dog, Lee. Take my dog for a walk.
Okay, and you have your dogs already?
My dogs are my regular
This dog
dogs.
just wet me.
Did he wet? Good boy. Can I have my dogs out here? Here we go. Here comes Tony, TJ, and let's hear it for Tony, TJ, and Oscar. Let's get them lined up back here. Today we're going to do the down command, teaching the dogs to lie down. The problem is everybody out there uses that word for everything. Excuse me? Stay. Okay. When your dog jumps up on you, what do? You say, get down. When your dog jumps on the couch, what do? You say, get down. When your dog jumps on the front door, you say, get down. The dog has no idea what down is all about. So today we're going to teach, and I'm going to start out with a friend of mine over here. Why don't you come on with me? We're going to start out with Tony.
Come on, Tony.
Tony's a Great Dane. Only joking, only joking. He's a Shih Tzu. You guys, why don't we come over here, and if you can do exactly what I'm doing. Down. Good girl, Angela. Okay, first we're going to start with the dog in a sitting position. So get Tony sitting. Get Oscar sitting, and TJ sitting.
Sit. That's a good boy.
Now,
That's a good boy.
we're going to use the command down. We have to teach the dog to lie down, so it's a long word. But first watch me. I'll take my hand and I'll go down, then I'll lift the dog up, down, and then what am I going to do? Give him a kiss? Oh, what a good boy. So you stand him up, you go down, you take his paws down, give him a kiss, and say, good boy. Come on, guys, let's go. Down. No.
Down.
Sit.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Not bad. No, wait. Let me show you something. Can everybody get down on their hands and knees? Everybody down on their hands and knees. Down on your hands and knees. Now watch carefully. We have to look at this from a dog's point of view. You know, a bunch of stupid people hanging around telling them to let. Watch it. Angela, let me show you something. You're going like this to Tony. You're going down. Okay, now you really can't see it from that level. I really want you to use your hand and go down. Sit. Good boy. All right, you ready? Let's go. Down. Good boy, Oscar. What seems to be the problem over here, Tony? Good boy. Let's go. Down. Good boy. All right. Now, as you know, we've been working on the stay and the down command. Angela, can you bring Tony over here? I love this dog's name, Tony. It's like I'm talking to my friends. Bring him over here. Turn him around. Tell Tony to sit.
Stop, Tony. No.
Angela, this could be my career. You know that. Okay? Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Tell him to stay. Tell Tony to stay. Okay, now walk away from Tony.
Should I go this way or this way?
Any way you want.
Any way
It's all
I want.
yours.
Okay. Sit. Hey, you. Sit.
Hey, you. Hey, you.
Stay.
That's it. Good. No. That's okay.
Okay.
Stay.
Stay.
Go away. Stay. Drop the leash. Go. No. Okay. You can call him. Now. Goodbye, Angela. Okay, that was pretty good. But did you see how she used her voice?
No.
What? We need more. What? The dog's all caught up. Now, let me ask you out there. Is it the dogs who need the training? Or is it the owners that need the training? I know it's the owners. Let's see some more downs. Some more downs. Sit. Some more downs. Let's go. That's it. Listen to my voice. Good.
Down.
You know what that means in German Shepherd?
I have no idea. Good boy.
Okay, come on. Let's hear down.
Stop.
Sit.
Good boy.
Down. Listen to my down. Sit. Good boy. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is bring Tony back here. Bill, I'd like you to bring Oscar up front and do some comes with Oscar. Okay. Oscar. Heel. I feel like saying Oscar.
Heel.
Okay, I want you to make Oscar sit over here.
Heel.
Come towards me. That's it.
Sit.
Tell Oscar
Good
to stay.
boy. Stay.
Now go to the end of the leash and don't say a word. Stay.
No.
Look, I'll stay. Tell him to stay. Just look at each other. Stay. Stay. Let's hear stay. Good stay.
Stay.
Good boy. Stay.
No.
Stay. Now, with all this tremendous enthusiasm, I want you to say, Oscar, come.
Oscar, come!
That's it, Oscar. Come. What a good boy Oscar is. Yay for Oscar.
Good boy.
Okay. Now, Tony, and I got Tony the Tony, and Tony the Tony over here. Take TJ and Tony. TJ and Tony, I'm tongue-tied. I can't talk. TJ and Tony. All right, tell him to stay.
TJ, sit. Sit.
Good boy. Tell him to stay.
Stay.
Okay, go to the end of the leash. Stay.
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 Now call Tony to you.
Stay. Come here, TJ. Come on. Come on. Good boy.
Praise him. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, now, bring Tony back over here.
TJ, this is Tony.
Tony, here. Good boy. TJ. Hi, TJ. What's happening, TJ? Okay, now let me talk to you seriously for a minute, okay? Let's take a look at Tony. Tony is how old now?
He's going to be 3 months.
Okay, now, all the experts tell you to wait until the dog is 6 or 7 months old to start training. Is that what the experts say? Okay. The thing to remember is that the same energy and the same intelligence it takes for these dogs to learn something bad can be used to teach something good. Remember Tony a couple of weeks ago? He wouldn't walk on a leash. He wouldn't do anything. Okay? But now he walks on a leash. Show us what Tony can do out there. Go ahead. Take Tony out there.
Heel, Tony. Heel. What a good
Look at him. What a guy Tony is, huh? Okay, now let's see Tony stay. I'm going to help you out with this one.
Sit.
Tell him to stay.
Good boy. Stay.
A long word. Stay. I'll hold him here. Go away. Go way down there. Stay. That's okay. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Go further.
Stay.
Now, when I say on your mark, get set, Tony, call him.
Stay.
On your mark, get set, call him.
Come, Tony. Come,
there you go. There he is. Come on in, Lee. Now, remember, the things to remember about training, it takes patience, perseverance, praise, and hugs and kisses. That's all it takes, and a lot of praise.
Warren, did these dogs get their diplomas today? Did they graduate?
A little bit longer, but they will graduate.
Okay.
Magna cum laude, summa cum laude, come around whenever.
His name was Oscar.
It is Oscar.
Warren, thank you very much. Thank you, dogs and people, for coming in. And our graduating class, they won't be back next week.
No, but we may bring them back in a few months for a major graduation.
A major graduation.
And we bake a big dog biscuit.
Yes, caps and gowns and everything. And Warren will have a cat show next week. So stay tuned now for the Swap Shop, my favorite part of the program. We are going to trade our stuffed armadillo for, guess what? A gray squirrel's tail, a ptarmigan's foot. Now, a ptarmigan, by the way, is the state bird of Alaska, and a bone china heart with a dove and a boy on top of it. If you would like to swap for these items, call us right now at 212-570-1199, and we'll be right back to take your calls.
My nails are long and smooth because I use Ultra Crazy Nails, the nail tip kit with Crystal X Ridge Filler. Apply the nail tip, fill in the ridge, add glue, buff, and polish. Look, long and smooth. So get Ultra Crazy Nails with Crystal X for fast, smooth, long-lasting nails.
At Duane Reade, Lambston, and Woolworths.
We're taking a journey, spectacular fun. Journey through showbiz, there's only one.
Icecapades premieres Hooray for Ice. It's showbiz, everything you've wanted to see. Bolero, vaudeville, break skate dancing. This is live entertainment only in Icecapades.
We're ready for ice.
See Scott Hamilton, the Carruthers, and Elaine Zayak all at Icecapades, opening Nassau Coliseum January 15th, Byrne Arena, Meadowlands January 22nd, Madison Square Garden January 3rd.
Welcome back. The winner of last week's Swap Shop was Lenore Morris from West Babylon. She called in with a gray squirrel's tail, a ptarmigan's foot. Now, a ptarmigan is the state bird of Alaska, and a bone china heart with a dove and a boy on it. And she is going to get our stuffed armadillo. Stay. Okay. Lenore, come on out here with your stuff, okay? Here's Lenore. Yay. Let's hear it for Lenore. Okay, now what we have here is the dove with the little boy and the heart and the whole thing, and a squirrel's tail, a gray squirrel's tail. Where's the rest of the squirrel? And this is a ptarmigan's foot. Now, for those of you who don't know, that's P-T-A-R, ptarmigan, and it's the state bird of Alaska. And for that, you get our armadillo, who has been trained by Warren Eckstein. Okay? Lenore, thank you very much. It's nice to meet you too, darling. Okay?
Okay.
So long, armadillo. He was a good pet. Now, let's see what we can get for our stuff. Okay. Hello, Saturday Morning Live. You're on.
Hello, good morning.
Where are you calling from?
My name is Mara Wagner. I'm calling from Flushing. My friend Janice and I have two stuffed poodles, a hand crocheted. One is yellow and one is pink. They even have a bar of soap in them to make them smell nice. They're very cute.
Okay, and you want to trade that for this? Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, you're live on Saturday Morning. Good morning. Are you there? Hello? Try one more time. Hello, you're live on Saturday Morning.
Hello, good morning. My name's Robin.
Where are you from, Rob?
Brooklyn.
What do you got for us?
I got a clock.
A clock?
Yeah, clock.
Okay. I always like a clock. They go to ik to ak, a clock. Yes, all right.
Yeah, it's about 8 inches high. It spins around. It's like gold-plated.
Okay.
Got a glass cover. Oh, tell my wife Rose I love her.
Okay. I didn't catch that, did I? Hello, you're live on Saturday Morning.
My name is Lori from Uniondale.
Okay, Lori, and what do you have to trade for our Ptarmigan's foot? A ptarmigan, as you know, is the...
I have a 1947 Abbott and Costello LP. It includes Who's on First.
Oh, that's a collector's item.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of their other routines as well?
I really don't know. I don't have the album with me.
Oh, okay.
But I know it's from 1947, and it's practically new because it's never been played.
It's never been played. Then how do you know what's on it?
Well, I've looked on the back.
Oh, okay. One more call? Hello, you're live on Saturday Morning.
Hello.
Your name?
Elizabeth Hemming.
And where are you from, Elizabeth?
I'm from Scarsdale, New York.
And what have you got to swap for our stuff?
I've got a little box from Florida that's made out of shells. And I also have a little armadillo that's made out of porcelain.
Another armadillo?
Yeah.
We're armadillo. Oh, but this isn't a real one.
No.
Okay. Because that last one was a real stuffed armadillo. Okay, no more calls. Now, here are the offers that we have for our little thing here, the heart-shaped thing with the dove on it, the squirrel's tail, and my favorite, the ptarmigan's foot. The ptarmigan is the state bird of Alaska. What we have been offered for it is two stuffed poodles that are hand-crocheted. They're like, and they have soap in them to make them smell nice. Rob from Brooklyn has offered us an 8-inch clock that spins. Laurie from Uniondale has a 1947 Abbott and Costello LP with the great Who's on First routine on it, among many other things, I'm sure. And Elizabeth from Scarsdale has a little box from Florida. It's made out of shells, and she also has a little porcelain armadillo. So now, audience, you are the ones who are going to choose which is which. Let us hear applause. We have our applause meter set up? Yep. All right, here we go. For the poodles, the hand-crocheted poodles. Let's hear it for them. Boy, are you guys excited about them. How about the 8-inch clock from Rob that spins? Rob's mother is here. How about the 1947 Abbott and Costello LP? Now, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, we have to be fair here. How about the little box from Florida with the shells and also the little porcelain armadillo? Well, it sounds to me like it's the Abbott and Costello LP for this heart with the boy and the dove on it, the squirrel's tail, and the ptarmigan's foot. Now, the ptarmigan is the state bird of Alaska. I feel silly. It's 26 degrees out right now. It's still very chilly. The humidity 50%, which means it's chilly and damp. The wind chill factor is 4 degrees if you're going to go outdoors. The rest of the day will be sunny and windy with a high in the upper 20s. Tonight, clear and cold with a low near 20. Tomorrow is going to be somewhat of a nicer day, so maybe you can get out and do a few things around town, like return the presents you haven't returned yet. It will be sunny and 30 to 35 degrees. Well, thank you all very much for joining us today, particularly those of you who trudged in through the cold to be in our studio audience. It was a pleasure being back on Saturday morning for me. Next week, Larry Angelo will be here, and then Bill Boggs will be back the week after that. If you would like to receive... Oh, here are my trunks. Yes, I mustn't forget my little shiny trunks. If you'd like information regarding anything that you've seen on the show today, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Saturday Morning, Channel 5, 205 East 67th Street, New York, 10021. Stay warm, cuddle up to your TV, watch Channel 5, and have a real great weekend. Hi, Giorgio.
variety, any combination, any coloration.
Room Plus Furniture stores located throughout the tri-state area. For information, call 1-800-262-ROOM. That's 1-800-262-ROOM.
I'm Phil Rizzuto, announcing new convertible option mortgage plans from the Money Store. These plans offer first and second mortgages and are in addition to our long-term fixed-rate loans. You get the advantage of a lower interest adjustable rate, plus the option to convert to a fixed-rate plan. Don't forget, qualified borrowers get instant approval and fast service. Call the Money Store toll-free. Dial 1-800-221-9000.
Here are 50 reasons why there's a United States Air Force. No doubt you can think of 200 million more.
Burt Lancaster in a Western battle. The Lawman, 12:15 p.m. Sunday.
40 years of fine tuning, Channel 5.
I'm Stan Brock, your guide on Expedition Danger. This exciting adventure, Coils of Death, features the giant anaconda.
If you're one of those stubborn people who still don't believe Ginsu knives really work, this is for you. We're here at the famous Oki Japanese Steakhouse to prove once and for all that new and improved Ginsu 2 is the world's greatest set of knives. But don't just take our word for it. Watch as Master Chef Benny Hirotsumatsu demonstrates these razor-sharp knives before a live audience here at the Oki. First, the dual-edged Ginsu chef's knife. Will it really cut through a branch and still remain razor-sharp? You bet. And what about the matching Ginsu cleaver? Can it split a log yet handle your most delicate chopping? See for yourself. Next, the Ginsu slicing knife. Can it go through a radiator hose and cut better with every use? No problem. What are 3 Ginsu knives like this worth? Don't answer until you try this perfect pair of Ginsu paring knives. And what about this Ginsu fruit and vegetable knife? Can it really cut through